Hello, I am Vladimir Fustovit. I am very happy to welcome you to this channel and invite you to look at the world with me with wide open, enthusiastic eyes. Poetry, in general, is a miracle. It cannot be described by any words. It uses human words as a hunting net, in which sometimes creatures of heaven fly. It is a reminder that the truth is inexpressible. Poetry is the only true method of knowing the world. Words come, and suddenly you recognize the truth with your whole being. And inside, there is a clear knowledge. Oh, so that's how it is. Poetry comes from where there is no time, no space, no logic, where everything, past, present, and future, exist at once simultaneously, and there is no difference between them. There is simply what is. The way that cannot be said in words, poetry cannot be understood. It can only be. Today, I would like to tell you a story about a guest who came to us from another world. Perhaps it is some other planet, or maybe it's some parallel world that exists on our planet, only we don't know about its existence. Or maybe it was brought by birds in the first place. I don't know. Appearing as if from a cloud, he was highly introverted, with deep-set eyes, as if he always sees something beyond our perception. There also seemed to be a kind of radiance coming from him, and his presence radiated a kind of inaccessibility and magic. That's why I didn't dare to talk to him right away, but only after a while. How often do you visit us humans? I only come to someone who knows of my existence and wants to see me. It was surprising, but I did catch myself thinking that I had been expecting him to show up. And what do you say to him? As a rule, these people don't ask me anything, probably because they already know the answers to their questions. Sometimes, though, I can show them something. I don't know if you've heard of transmutation, but Brian, let me call him that, was a master of it. He could literally turn objects into other objects, changing their shape, structure, or with a flick of his hand, create magnificent things. Or, with a flick of his hand, create magnificent images out of what, at first glance, seemed quite ordinary. And perhaps these actions could be called insight or inspiration. And those of the people who are not aware of you, how do they live? They're probably just living their lives, and are probably happy with it. Although there are not very many such people among you. Because to one degree or another, everyone has an imagination, and therefore has the ability to create things that inspire other people as well. How long have you known and visited us humans? Yes. A long time, I guess. You make that word sound like always. I suddenly tried to imagine the world where my interlocutor came from, and I couldn't do it. A world where the laws of time and space are not the same as ours, where the possibility of moving between different dimensions and interacting with invisible forces. This world was simply impossible for me, a human, to imagine. And it's unlikely that Brian would have been able to describe it in our human words. Will you come to see me again? Of course I will. How could I not? My guest smiled and vanished into thin air.